What do you do when a race is cancelled? Do you go, that's a shame, and then take the day off? Or do you do what I do, run it anyway? Every year at Halloween, I do a race called the Antonine Trail Half Marathon. This year's race was cancelled because A, forestry work meant it wasn't safe to let people run part of the course, and B, the weather on Halloween was absolutely abysmal. Torrential rain made driving anywhere difficult, let alone running. Therefore, I decided to do it a week later with my brother in the hope the weather was better. It was. Instead of heavy rain, we got heavy fog. Stay tuned to the end of the video to see what the course looks like once the fog lifts. The route is called Antonine because it passes along Antonine's wall. The wall was the last line of defence for the Romans against the Scots. It also gets a mention in the book World War Z, which is about a zombie apocalypse. The wall was the last line of defence for humanity against zombies. Normally, as the event is at Halloween, the organisers encourage runners to wear fancy dress. I have spotted some zombies on the hillier sections of the course. I think they were zombies. They were groaning and shuffling slowly along in a Walking Dead manner. The course starts with a climb up muddy tracks and thick grass to Croy Hill, then a flatter section through marshland before a climb up Bar Hill, which is steep and muddy. Before, cruelly, the race finishes with another climb up Croy Hill. I took a shortcut at this point. After this, we took a short detour into a children's play park designed to look like a Roman fort. You're never too old to have a go in the swings. Watch out for a spectacular fall when I misjudge how slippy some wood is. Don't worry, it looks bad, but it wasn't sore at all.
Just as I said, this would be slippy.
My phone fell out of my pocket as I fell, but thankfully I noticed and then found it.
Result.
We didn't follow the race route through the marsh as we couldn't remember which way to go. Instead, we took the main path back to the canal. This would lead us to the next hill. This next section passes through the town of Twecker. Now my wife says there's a rhyme for people from here. Only feckers come from Twecker. I don't know if that's true because I've never met anyone from Twecker, but it's quite a funny wee rhyme. This used to be my favourite part of the course. There's a beautiful tree-lined run up the hill, but as you will see, the trees have mostly been taken away and replaced by a big road. At this point the sun started to break through the fog and we began to hope that we might get a view from the top of the hill.
Interview with them as well.
There's the remains of a Roman fort here. I call it a maybe place because the signs all say maybe this was a fort, maybe it was used by soldiers. I'd rather they said maybe we don't know what it was used for. This takes us to the top of Bar Hill. I was hoping we'd be able to get a view as normally you get great views of the Campsie Hills. From here it's mostly downhill all the way back to the finish.